Men need to socialize with friends twice a week to stay healthy. A new study conducted by the University of Oxford suggests that for men, grabbing a few drinks with your buds or socializing is not only for a good time, it's essential to good health.
I mean, listen, I never want to be your life. I don't even have the capacity to be your life in my life. I would love for you to have a responsible life with responsible friends in responsible places, doing responsible things with responsible behavior. The second one of those things are non-existent is the second that I have an issue with either you, your choice of friends, or the venue you decided to go to.
Are you doing the same?
I am doing the same.
I think if you're doing the same, then
I would rather, like, here's the thing. I go to my homie's crib and just chill. Like, yo, fuck it, we just chilling. We ain't doing shit. Oh,
Yeah, but you need
his
a plan.
house.
You
Like,
need
what
a
is you
plan for
talking
that.
about? His wife is upstairs.
Yeah.
Like,
You need a plan for that. Like, oh, what are y'all gonna do? I don't know. Well, where are you going to eat? I really don't know. I don't know yet.
You just end up kicking it, ordering a pizza.
No, I ain't ordering pizza. If I'm out, I'm out.
I thought you
See?
liked pizza.
no, you don't have to actually be out.
he
out.
lying. He said, I don't know. But now if I'm out, I'm out. Which
No,
one is
I'm
it?
saying if I'm
Which
leaving
one
the
is
house,
it?
I'm
we
not going to my
cannot
friend's
stay in the house and order a pizza. We gotta go somewhere.
If I'm out, if I'm not home, I'm trying to have a good time. I'm not trying to be up in the fucking house eating
Right.
pizza with my friend.
Right. So
We
if
can
you
go
know,
out to get
if you
pizza.
know you going somewhere and she's saying, well, where y'all going?
We don't know yet.
You just outside driving, wasting up gas.
I do that by
No,
myself.
I actually do that all the
I don't
time.
ever have a plan before
don't
I leave.
just plan,
Like,
yeah.
I'll text my boy, be like, yo, what's up? Like, what's up? Like, all right, bet I'll be there in
We'll
15
figure
minutes.
it out, but I'm
Yeah.
coming
Figure
to
it
your
out. That's
house.
it.
I'm getting ready and I'll be there in 20.
See, the thing is, like, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm only gonna speak for myself. Everything in my fucking life is so thought out and planned. I just be wanting to be spontaneous. Like,
Yeah, I don't got
all right,
that.
fuck,
I'm
yo.
not spontaneous.
Yeah,
I'm not planned.
I need to be like, yo, bro, yeah, we
thought
here.
out
All right,
planned.
cool. Meet me. Where you want to meet me? Shit, I'm near Big Shots. Pull up the Big Shots. All right, fuck it, I'll meet you over there.
Big shot.
It's like a little bar, sports bar by my house.
Oh.
So we let.
Carteract.
Nah, it's in Woodbridge.
Carteract.
So we go over there. Like, let's say we drink. Like, all right, cool. What do you want to do there? This shit whack. Yeah, this shit whack.
Where you going next?
So it's 4:00. You know what I'm saying? We get the happy hour. It's chilling, bro. We chilling, bro. You trying to do too much.
Oh, 4 p.m.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I'm like, where else are you going at 4 a.m.?
Like, late night is different. Like, a club is a club.
Club. You old.
You know what I'm saying? I'm old.
Yeah, club. They don't call them clubs anymore.
Where they go? Strip clubs?
Discotheques.
What?
No.
Ain't no
And
curfew.
and also, I don't think that all women are opposed to men having freedom.
Yeah. Like,
think that
matter of fact, I'm like, matter of fact, leave,
What kind of man do you have,
please. So I can be at the house by myself. Ain't nobody asking me no questions.
Exactly.
Matter of fact, can you take the dog if you don't mind?
I ain't taking no dog out with me. Where am I gonna take the dog?
I
to?
don't know. You're out during the day. She likes car rides. Take her with you. Like, I'm just saying, like, I like being at my house. Like, I like my house.
You know, I feel
And I
like
also like when it's nice and quiet and I'm by myself. Ain't nobody asking me no questions. Ain't nobody asking me to do nothing. It's just me.
Aaron, so I'll ask you this. I feel like my current situation is a lot different than my previous situation, but she's more so in alignment to how your situation is in terms of moving from the West Coast or the west side of the country to the east side of the country. And
Everybody ugly over here?
no, but I'm saying, like, friends are not the same. So
Yeah.
so like, for me, it's like
what you
I
mean.
go out with my friends, I be feeling bad. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I'm having a good old time. I got all my homies I done knew for 20 years here. All her friends on a 6-hour flight. You know what I'm saying? So even her friends here are still not her friends. They're her new friends. So it's only but so much, I guess, like, decompressing she's gonna actually have. So I don't know. Like, is
So
that?
I actually think that you read that situation like pretty accurately, because when I'm home in Houston, like, I can literally just be out with my friends all day long. Like,
But
literally.
Erin also goes to Houston once a week. So
That makes sense. That
she's
makes
not
sense.
yearning
Because-
for her friends.
Well,
That's
so and so that
She
that is
sees
part
them
of it.
all the
Like,
time.
that is part of why I go home a lot, because I want to get like my feel with my friends, with my cousins, with my parents, with my siblings. Like, I don't have any of that here, so I don't get that here. Whereas my husband does. All of his people are here.
Yeah.
Even people who he went to third grade with. You know,
Yep,
like
yep.
I don't like my line sister lives here, but my line sister also travels a lot. So we don't even have a lot of like shared time. So I actually understand exactly what you're saying. It's different when I hang out. I'm not gonna hang out all day in New York, really, because I don't.
Yeah.
It ain't much to do for me.
And I really don't know these people like that. And I think like, so my situation is like, and we got a kid, right? So even if I do leave, well, we have kids. So even if I do leave, you know, I'd be like, damn. Cause I try to be fair. So I'd be like, damn, I know I'm having a ball. She ain't gonna have this ball. Even if she went outside tomorrow, she can't have with the ball that I'm having. And I'd be like, all right, so like I found myself trying to not do as much because I didn't want it to be as unfair of an advantage that I have being home, like where I was raised, in the state that I was raised at least, versus she's on like a deserted island damn near.
What a
Well,
question?
do you?
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay. Do you create opportunities for her to?
Mingle?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
you
but
said, a lot of your friends are married or have girls or whatever.
yeah, but it's still not the
It's
same
different.
because so like the thing is, and she already did that. We went through this process and she's like, it's still technically your fucking friend.
Yep.
Even though it's his girl that you don't really care about or know about or wife, whatever it may be, that's still like your involved, it's your world.
Friend circle.
Yeah. It's still your world. So even if I say something, I don't think that she's gonna say anything, but at the end of the day, like that's your people, your people's people.
Yeah.
She wants a level of confidentiality too, probably.
Yeah.
Right, to tell them, to talk shit.
Yeah.
But
It's very true. Like, well, Rico, I have a question. Does she? I mean, I know it's a very long flight. Been there, done that.
yeah.
Like, does she meet? Maybe like she and her friends like meet halfway and hang out,
So,
or does she
here's
go
my thing.
home a lot, or what?
I don't want to disrespect anybody.
But I'm gonna disrespect
So we'll
somebody.
just leave it at that. But the answer to your question is no. No, it's not. It's not about that. It's not about that. I mean, so here's the thing, and I'm gonna say this general. It has nothing to do it has nothing to do with this topic. But I personally believe friends have levels of effort. Real friends have level of effort that will be shown. And when I feel like a friend is not having any level of effort, it's not really your real fucking friend.
So none of her friends had made the effort to come see her.
I said this is not in conjunction
wait,
with this.
wait. And so
Yeah.
I agree with that. I've actually like a friend. We've been friends since 9th grade, and at one point I was just like, I'm the one that's giving.
Yep.
Again, I'm a hands-off friend, very low maintenance, and she's not. And I was pouring into that, and I was like, you know what? After the very last time something happened, I was like, you know what? I think this is
The end.
just the end of the road. It is what it is. No hard feelings. I love you to death, but like it's too much for me.
Yeah.
But that has to be her
Her
decision.
decision.
Yeah. I don't. My thing is, I don't. And again, we're not talking
You
about.
see it.
We're not talking about the same thing here. But I would never tell. I realize that most people don't know what a good friend is. And because they don't know what a good friend is, they'll keep somebody because of the history that they have,
Yeah.
but not understanding that's not a good friend.
Yeah.
Like for me personally, I will never have a friend who has never seen my child, especially after 3, 4, 5 years of being born. There's not an excuse, a situation. Well, there is an excuse if you were like physically ill. You know what I'm saying? But
COVID.
if you were fine, let's just say you were fine and you're traveling everywhere else, right? But even if, there would never be a situation where my best friend will not see my kids or kid ever in their life.
What if they see him on FaceTime and send gifts?
There would never be a situation where my best friend didn't even send a gift.
Well, you're saying best friend is different.
Even
Because your
Well, I only
regular
have
friends,
I only have best friends.
you
That's my
had
thing.
a COVID baby.
Yeah, technically. Yeah.
You have a what?
COVID
Like,
baby.
was his baby
But I
born
don't-
during
That's what I
COVID?
said. I said COVID.
No, but I'm saying even
But
like years down the line, because we're 4 years out of COVID.
Amanda,
No.
I'm in my 30s. We
Three?
only have best friends at this age.
Close friends.
Well, I call them close friends is best friends. again, it's their decision. I am not involved in your decision of who you decide to be friends with. If you want to be a fool with your friend in the decision, then you be a fool with your friends in your decision. But what I will say is I know what a good friend is and what a not good friend is.
Yeah, but don't you have to trust her to realize what a good friend is for her?
No, I don't got I don't care about their friendship. I just like
it's not about you caring. It's about what she wants, though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If you want it, you're keeping it.
Yeah, but if your influencer said, my friend called me 3 times last week, and your friend hasn't called you in a month.
And I'm
if you're
knowing Rico,
influencing it-
I'm sure he does shit like that.
Well, this is not about Rico. This is not about Rico.
First of all, this is all projection here.
It's about Richard.
What I'm saying is,
Not
saying,
Rico.
I don't have see the difference. I am not someone to throw something in your face. I let you see what the fuck is going on, and I watch because when people see what the fuck things are going on, then they try to, tighten their situation up too. It's like, oh wait, my situation ain't that tight. Let me just tighten these screws up. But I don't need to do all of that. My friends are great fucking friends. I'm at that age where my friends, we all have at least a decade plus. Nobody else besides very, very selective new friends. Like I got a new friend that I coach with. That's obviously a new friend, but we're hands-on with the kids and helping them develop. But outside of that, there's nobody that's new in my life. Everybody's been here for a long time. Shit, Alan's been here since 7 years ago in 3 months. Like everybody around me has been a friend for a very long time. I don't.
It's hard to make friends as you get older too.
That was my next question.
Yep.
Do you think it's harder for women to make friends the older you get? And if
Real
so, why?
friends, not the
I was
kiki
about
ha-ha
to, no,
friends.
I was
They
about
gotta
to
get it to,
say
like,
it's
real
actually
friends, though.
not that
You're
hard
in your
to make
20s.
friends as you're older, but they're not like genuine friendships. They're friendships that you can have just for like a key, like,
Companionship, kind of.
but
Y'all just
it,
be
it
gossiping
does
about
not.
Instagram memes.
Yeah, I mean, and it's very surface level friendships. It's
I hate that shit.
So I'll say this: like I have made a good friend since I've moved here, but I think it's harsh. I think it's partly because we have a friend in common, and we're both good friends with that friend.
Makes sense.
And we just happen to live in the same city, so we linked up because of our
Now.
friend in common. Yeah.
Okay.
And also not being from here, also both married to Jamaicans. Like we just have like a lot of like commonalities, and I think we sort of clicked very easily. But you gotta think how many years I've been here already, and
Yeah.
I really got like one friend.